Favorite sweets, go.
Jammy Dodgers.
Maltesers.
Dairy milk.
Cadbury, it's like, okay, I don't know what it's called off the top of my head, but it has like Pop Rocks in it and it like pops in your mouth. It's like Cadbury, something like that.
Yeah.
But yes.
And the last one, custard creams.
Chocolate buns. Cool. Geese. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We are about halfway through our study abroad program here in London, so I thought it'd be the perfect time to kind of do a reflection. So we are here in Richmond Park and it is absolutely gorgeous, so we thought this would be the perfect place and the perfect time to shoot this video. Why did you choose London?
Well, I chose London as a theatre major for the theatre scene. Obviously, London, amazing, amazing, amazing theatre, the commercial theatre, the small theatres.
Where I want to work, and it kind of gave me that experience in that perspective, but also just because of the pop culture, of the culture itself, the food, the life, everything.
My internship is with Autograph Sound, and they provide sound equipment to most of the West End and a lot of UK and Europe tours. I'll keep the secrets.
Yeah. A little bit jealous.
And then the classes I'm taking are, we have to take a class called Global Internship Program, which is just like how to be professional in the British workplace and like reflecting upon your internship. Yeah. We're both taking that because anybody who's doing an internship has to take that class. Then I'm also taking Analyzing and Exploring the Global City. Yeah, that's it.
Airplane. Cool.
Yeah, so I'm taking a class called Analyzing and Exploring the Global City, and it's great because we just get out into the city during class time and do like reflections and observations in the city itself. Then I'm also taking a class called Shakespeare in London because where better to study the bard himself than the city where he lived and worked. And the last class I'm taking is called Witchcraft and Magical Performance in London. And I usually shorten it to my witchcraft class, but that sounds suspicious to a lot of people. But it really is an academic perspective on witchcraft and like what caused, say, the witch trials.
So I'm taking the global internship class too, and yeah, like she said, everyone who's doing an internship here has to take it, but it's a really insightful class on kind of the differences between the British workplace and the American workplace and what you can expect. And then I'm also taking a European government and politics class just to kind of refresh myself on some of the politics that are happening here in Europe and especially here in London and in the UK. And then I'm also taking a pop culture class because, like I said, I love British pop culture. I'm interning at the Croydon Citizen. They're a newspaper in Croydon, which is South London, almost closer to Sussex. And what they do is they pretty much cover anything and everything in Croydon. But Croydon is a really, really large city, so there's a lot happening in pretty much every news beat that you could possibly cover. So mainly covering politics.
As far as what I expected from a US perspective, it really did meet my expectations. Lots of pushing boxes, lots of expensive equipment, and lots of coiling cable. But that's all just part of the gig, so you do it. And what kind of surprised me is the tea breaks. Like, I know tea is a big thing in England and the UK, but they'll like drop what they're doing, they go get tea, and then bring the tea back and like set it on like right next to the sound equipment, and it kind of stresses me out sometimes, but they do it enough so that they know what they're doing and it's safe.
Is there anything like, other than tea, like cultural differences that you've noticed?
I mean, obviously there's some like linguistic differences, and some of the protocols, like the technological protocols, like power sources, are different, but I mean, theater's kind of a universal thing is mostly what I've learned.
Yeah, and we'll go into like cultural differences and like culture shock in a minute, but yeah, some of the main differences that I've had to kind of adjust to in my internship, obviously politics is different here in the UK than it is in the US, and then the one thing that I had to like learn is the UK style guide because it is 100% different than the style guide in America, and so it was a little bit difficult getting used to at first, but I kind of picked it up in like a week. So, you know, it's kind of, I guess, considered not necessarily impolite, but improper to like decline tea. It's you know, a way of socializing. And yeah, and another thing about British workplaces that is different is that sometimes there'll be a lot of chatter at the beginning of the day, and that's considered work. So if you just sit down and start working, that's actually, considered rude, because the chatter at the beginning means you're kind of discussing what the plan for the day ahead is. Let's jump right into cultural differences. Did you experience culture shock?
Kind of, in a way, in my own way, I guess. Before I left, I had to attend an orientation at my university, my home university in Minnesota, about like what to expect from London, safety stuff, what to bring, your general kind of overview of what to expect. And one of the things they did talk about was culture shock, and they showed us a graph where it's like, at first it'll be super cool and novel, and then you realize, oh, we're kind of here for a while, things aren't so novel anymore. And they could describe it as kind of an up and down thing that eventually like evens out to some sort of equilibrium that you'll come to accept. And so I kind of had that expectation in my head, but it's not at all what I experienced, and that was kind of scary, actually. Because like for the first couple weeks, yeah, everything was novel and exciting, and British accents everywhere, and like the tube every day. And then a couple weeks in, it really occurred to me, like I kind of hit a brick wall where it's like, wow, I'm an American in London, and normally I can fit into environments, but just being an American in London and just inherently not fitting in because of that was really, really rough for me. And then, so that was just like a few days, like 2-3 days, where I was kind of having an existential crisis over being in London. And then I just got over it. Nothing in particular happened, but then I just got used to the fact that I have an American accent, I am an American, my credit card works differently than British credit cards, and I have to sign a receipt every single time I buy something, which slows things down.
Yeah.
But I just accepted that, and none of those are things I can change, and I just have to embrace the experience all around me.
Yeah. No, for me it was the exact same way, because before I left I took a class that kind of, I guess, encouraged you to research kind of what the culture was in the country where you're going to study abroad. And, they kind of went over the same thing. Oh, it's first the honeymoon phase, and then you're going to, notice the differences, and then notice, that there's a lot that you're just not used to, and then by the end of it, you're going to get used to it, and that's when you leave. For me, it was kind of the same exact way. Like, there was a week-long period. I don't know, it was just a weird feeling. Like, it was just so obvious that, I don't know, I felt like there's this, thing where, like, Americans are always so loud. And I think that was it. I think I had it in my head that Americans are so loud, and, like, that's such a thing that people notice here. And so I was like, oh, I need to be quiet. I can't let them hear how loud I normally am. But yeah, eventually you just kind of, it was only like a week long, and then I just kind of got used to it, and I'm still, halfway in, still in that honeymoon phase. So I'm just good because I'm in London. Eventually I kind of realized, as long as I don't like shout on the tube or like say, hey, you over there, it's fine. I just kind of eventually adjusted. And yeah, I'm still in that honeymoon phase because I don't get to walk down to the London Eye in Arizona every single weekend. But here you can, and it's like I'm still in that, oh wow, I'm experiencing new things. But at the same time, London is very much started to feel like home. And it's,
You really get a feel for like the rhythm and the pattern of the city, and you start to see how you fit in. Reverse culture shock.
Yeah, I think I'm going to experience more reverse culture shock just because I've just gotten so used to everything here, and it's just kind of fit very well with who I am and like my personality. So like, I don't know, I know that sounds like a weird thing to say, but like it's just airplane.
You can't even see it.
It's a ghost airplane. Those are a thing here. We are both living with a host family, and
We are
it is
2 of 5 people out of about 200.
yes, which actually surprised me because living with a host family has been the best experience. Living with a family who has established a place here in Britain and getting to know kind of what traditions they do take part in and what traditions they don't take part in. And what's kind of been your experience like living with a host family?
My host family's been really great. They have a dog, a Shih Tzu.
Sorry, my foot's asleep. We're sitting on a very tight log right now in the middle of the woods. So,
The road is over there.
You don't need to know that.
But my host family has a dog named Harvey, and he's a Shih Tzu.
That's all she lives with is just a dog.
But my
Kappa did her well.
Oh yes, but I have a host brother who's my age actually, which is really nice. And then my host parents, my host mom is Malaysian and my host dad is from Manchester. And one of the things people ask me, and I think this is the best way to summarize my experience with my host family, is they ask, oh, do they make you British food all the time? Do you have fish and chips and bangers and mash and meat pies every single night? My answer is no.
My host family is actually Turkish, and what's really cool is that we actually have 3 girls from Chile living with us also from a different study abroad program. So not only do I get to kind of experience living with a British family who's from a different culture and kind of experiencing both cultures at once, but also getting to, meet people from all over the world. And yeah, that's really cool. And it's been a really great experience getting to actually live in a neighborhood and kind of again feel like the rhythm of the city. And yeah, it's been a great experience. Fish and chips.
Bangers and mash. Pies and mash?
I have to look at my list. Fish and chips.
Bangers and mash.
Pies and mash.
English breakfast.
And tea. I know that's not really a food, but I think
when you put it together with afternoon tea and the
yes,
little sandwiches
afternoon
and
tea,
pastries.
little sandwiches, it counts. Thank you guys so much for watching. I look forward to vlogging the rest of my study abroad experience with you. Thank you for sitting down and doing this video with me, and I will see you guys next time.